Why are we being tested so much lately? That's a question I've been asking myself. But please, before we start, if you're watching this, it means a lot to me. I put my heart into this story. Stick with it, because what happens next, you'll never see it coming. It started on a Wednesday. Not a regular, boring, nothing ever happens Wednesday. No, this one cracked open like thunder over our quiet little town of Rosehill. And it didn't stop cracking. My name's Jordan. I'm in 6th grade. I don't have superpowers, or laser eyes, or a cape. Just a backpack full of half-chewed pencils, a Bible with wrinkled pages, and a brain full of questions I wasn't supposed to ask out loud. The first test came during 2nd period. Miss Haver, our math teacher with those squinty eyes that look right into your soul, dropped a surprise pop quiz. Fractions, 10 questions, timed. I stared at the paper, and it stared right back like it was daring me to blink first. God, I whispered, barely moving my lips, if you're up there, please help me remember what 3/4 of 16 is. Right then, the fire alarm went off. We all jumped. Miss Haver yelled, single file. No running, but we ran anyway, 'cause it was loud and crazy and smelled like burnt toast. Outside, the sky had turned this weird greenish color. Not like a storm. Like something was wrong. My best friend Caleb looked at me and said, "Do you feel that?" I nodded, like, something's coming. He nodded too, but didn't say a word. That's when we saw the smoke. It wasn't from the school. It was from the church across the street. Our church. We ran. We didn't ask. We just took off across the field. No one stopped us. They were too busy shouting or staring at their phones. Flames danced on the roof like they were laughing. Pastor Franklin was on the steps, coughing into his sleeve. Call 911. Someone yelled. I pulled Caleb toward the back door. We have to get the prayer box, I said. Caleb's eyes widened. You mean the one in the chapel? That's where people put their secret prayers. I know, I said, yanking the door open. And it's not gonna burn if I can help it. We ran through smoke like fog monsters. Chairs were flipped. The air was thick and heavy. I couldn't breathe right, but I knew where the box was. Beneath the altar, locked, heavy, full of stuff people didn't even say out loud. We found it. I grabbed it. Then, boom, something exploded behind us. Wood cracked. Heat hit our backs. I screamed, Caleb, move. We ran like angels were pushing us. Just as the ceiling gave in, we jumped out the side door. We rolled down the hill, coughing, burning, holding the prayer box like it was made of gold. People stared. Someone clapped. Pastor Franklin cried. But that was just the start. That night, I couldn't sleep. The prayer box sat on the floor next to my bed. I kept looking at it, wondering what was in there. I wasn't supposed to open it. No one was. But I felt something, like it was calling me. I waited until everyone was asleep. Then I lifted the lid. There were slips of paper, folded tight. I reached in and pulled one out. Please, God, bring my mom home from the hospital. I'm scared to go to school. The other kids hate me. Why does it feel like you're not listening? Each prayer I read punched me in the chest. These were real. These were people hurting, asking, begging. And I couldn't shake the thought. What if this is the test? What if we are being tested? The next day, things got even weirder. The power went out at school. Phones stopped working. The sky turned yellow. Yellow, like a bruise in the clouds. And someone new showed up. A man in a black coat, standing just outside the school fence, staring at me. Only me. I blinked, and he was gone. I told Caleb. He looked freaked out, but tried to play it cool. Maybe he's just some homeless guy. He knew my name. Caleb stopped walking. What? He mouthed it. I saw his lips move. Jordan. Just like that. That night, someone knocked on our door. 3 times. Then silence. When I opened it, no one was there. But there was a letter. No return address. Just 3 words. You've been chosen. And that's when things really started to go crazy. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and tell us where you're watching from. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.